Hello again, everyone. This is Collocations Part 27. This is the 27th video in my collocation series, and like the others, I'll present 5 commonly used collocations to you numbered 131 to 135. But first, I'll give you the opportunity to guess the appropriate word or words to complete each one. Then I'll give you the answers and provide an additional example for each collocation. I also recommend that you pause the video at each question to give yourself some extra time to think of the answers. So, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number 131. And the answer here is C, save. The complete collocation is save lives, and the example is the firefighters did everything that they could to save lives in the fire at the hotel last night. Now, to save lives or to save a life just means to prevent people from dying or someone from dying. You saved their life, we say. And that's what occurred in our example here with the firefighters, who did everything that they could to save lives in the fire, to save the people from dying in the fire. All right? This is used very often. Here's another example. As long as the disease is detected early, the treatment can save lives. Okay, so this example is talking about how you could possibly save lives with treatment if you detect a disease early. Okay, so to save lives, that's our collocation. Here's number 132. And the answer here is B, caught. The collocation is caught a chill or to catch a chill. And the example is, I caught a chill while I watched the football game last Sunday. And that's why I called in sick on Monday. All right, if you catch a chill, as we say, you get this sensation of cold, and usually you start to shiver. All right, and this happens usually if you're in a place, let's say if you're wet and it gets cold, you could get a chill. Or if you're outside and you're not wearing proper clothing, you could get a chill, okay? What usually happens is you get the chill, and then you get sick. Okay, and that's what happened in our example. The person was watching the football game, which was outside, and they caught a chill, and they got sick, and that's why they weren't at work the next day on Monday. Okay? Here's another example. You'll catch a chill if you don't get out of those wet clothes immediately. All right, this person's warning the other person, right? Change your clothing right now, because they're wet. And sometimes if you don't change out of your clothing, you could get a chill, right? And get sick. Okay, now for number 133. And the answer here is A, keep. The collocation is keep an appointment or someone's appointment. And the example is, she called her dentist to say that she couldn't keep her appointment that day because her daughter was sick. All right, if you keep an appointment, it just means that you go to a meeting or an event that's prearranged or is scheduled for a certain time. That's an appointment. To keep it is to go there on time, usually. And in our example, the woman couldn't keep her appointment because of her daughter. Okay? To hold and to maintain, very close, right? But to keep an appointment, very, very common. Here's another example. We drove through the blizzard for hours last week just to keep our appointment with this particular doctor because it is very difficult to get one with him. All right, now the people in this example kept their appointment with the doctor, this particular doctor, because like many other good doctors, it's hard to get an appointment. So even though there was a blizzard, a bad snowstorm, they drove through it just to keep the appointment, to be there on time or to show up at a prearranged time. That's what an appointment is. All right, now for number 134. And the answer here is B, goes bad, for something to go bad, as we say. And the example is, wild food grown in the woods goes bad fast once you pick it. All right, now this is talking about something that goes bad, meaning that it spoils, okay, as we say, or it decays. And in our example, they're discussing how wild food that you pick in the woods, right, it will go bad very fast. It will spoil very fast. Okay? Now, this going bad or something that goes bad, it can be used in another way, like this example. I don't think I got the job because my interview went really bad. Now, in this case, something wasn't successful. All right? In this case, really wasn't successful. Okay? So, to go bad could mean to spoil, like with food, or it could mean that something is unsuccessful. All right? Something that goes bad. Okay, now our final collocation, number 135. The answer here is A, free. The complete collocation is free access. And the example is, the librarian is a friend of mine. So if you need free access to the university's library, just let me know and I'll ask her for you. Okay, now, free access in this context just means that you are able to do something without being restrained. Okay, you can do what you want. You're free to do whatever you want to do. So in this case, free access would mean to go into any part of the library in our example. All right. Now, to have free access, liberated, the other two examples, liberated access and untied access, they kind of mean that, but they're not used. Free access, very commonly used. Here's another example. My state offers residents free access to the internet. Now, in this case, it's used a little bit different. This means that it doesn't cost anything, all right, to get internet in this person's state, all right? It's a little bit different than the first example, but it's kind of the same idea. You're able to have access to or to do something without being restrained by anything. In this case, you don't have to pay. It's just free. Got it? That's all for this video. Thanks again for subscribing, and please like and share the video if you get a chance. And remember what I always say, keep practicing. See you next time.